Hey guys, this is my Batman themed home theater PC. I'm obviously a big fan of Batman. I always been since I was a little kid, childhood hero. So I figured I'd dedicate a little, PC for him. I mean, we watch a lot of TV, and we use this for that reason. And what better? I don't know. Couldn't come up with a better idea, I should say. So this is my build so far. So it's a Bitfenix Prodigy, the original one. It has mini ITX gigabit Z77 Wi-Fi board, I believe it's called, with an i3 chip. Nothing too fancy, but again, for watching TV and playing, Nintendo emulators and small little games like that, the CPU is great for that. I went a little overboard, I guess, with the GPU. It's a 7950, which I bought probably about 6 months ago. It was on sale like $200 at the time, so that was a great deal, and I couldn't really refuse it. I actually wanted to water cool it, but the problem with that is they changed the PCB on me, those bastards, so I couldn't buy a card for it, or a water cooling block, I should say. But that's okay. I mean, this looks okay. And when I upgrade my rig eventually, I have some 7950s in there too that are water cooled. I'll just slap one of those in here instead and just get rid of this one. I have an OCZ 128 gig. I think it's a Vertex 2. This one actually. It's a 128 Vertex OCZ Vertex 2. I'm running OS, and all my media is stored on the NAS. So I don't have any hard drives in this. Anyways, to go on with the build, so it is water cooled CPU anyway. So I'll just go around, or actually I'll spin this thing around because there's not really a lot of light in here. Just bear with me. So power supply, I have a HX 520. This is a fairly older power supply, but it still works great. And for what, for the hardware in this, it's plenty enough power. Has the built-in Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, the dongle for them. Anyway, they're built into the board. Like I said, 7950 graphics card, OCZ SSD. I painted this logo in the very front. I thought it looks. To be honest, I didn't paint it by hand or anything. What I did was the panel is black in the front, so I painted the whole thing primer, which is that gray color. Slapped that sticker on, and then painted black all over the sticker, and just peeled the sticker off. So you got that, the Dark Knight colors, the gray or whatever, gray and black theme. And then I put a hint of yellow, like the old school Batman. I do like that. I think it looks pretty cool. I painted just that panel up top. I might just black out that whole card. I'm not sure yet. I didn't want to take it apart for warranty purposes. This is only 2 screws up top, so it doesn't. I don't think it will affect warranty for any reason. But I mean, I'm beyond the point of caring anymore. Again, if this card goes to shit on me or whatever, I'll just throw it out. Not a big deal. I did the same thing up top. Painted Batman logo. Same idea. Just primer, gray, and I also painted my my Corsair fans, the rings yellow. I'm just trying to take this thing off here. Bear with me. Sorry, I guess I could have just paused that instead. Anyways, so those are painted yellow. The screws are kind of annoying. I know that color just doesn't look right there, but whatever. It's under the mesh, you can't really see it. Anyways, to go on to the good parts. So the CPU, like I mentioned earlier, is water cooled. There's the EK Supremacy on there. It's actually a special edition with the Canadian flag maple leaf on that CPU, which I bought from Des Auto. So thanks for that. I'll actually better look at it later. Yeah, as you can see, there's a Batman bobblehead in here. I actually got him for my birthday, and that's kind of what triggered this whole build. Like, this would look kind of cool. And you can tell he's gray, yellow, and black, so that's what the theme came up for. Anyways, so I had a 5¼ inch bay res pump combo my my PC, but my build got kind of extreme for it. So I got rid of this, got D5 pumps in there. So I figured instead of this laying it around or selling it for like a huge loss, because I paid like $150 for it. You can probably get it for like $50 now. Figured I put it to good use. And even like my rad and all that, or radiator and all that stuff was from my old build. And I figured the only thing I really needed, I had the tubing, the fittings, because I went acrylic tubing with my main rig. That instead of selling it or throwing it out or whatever, put it to good use. So the only thing I needed to buy was the CPU block, or CPU water block, and that was like $60. So, and I already had this thing, so I just figured might as well put it together, put it to good use. Got kind of creative, so I just honestly, this is sitting here by 2/8 tape, and I got some foam underneath the other side too to support it as well. And because the pump is in there as well, so I don't want it to vibrate and make all that noise. You can actually kind of see the foam in there a bit. But anyways, yeah, it's just very soft cushioning. I have a Recon right here, which I cut off the sides because it's supposed to go in a 5¼ inch bay. Put it up, screwed it in, drilled 2 holes here and here, and screwed that in place. And I know a lot of people were like, oh, why the hell would you mount on the inside? Well, you can control the thing by USB. So I can control it through my smartphone, so I don't really care. And the panels are acrylic, and I just tinted them. Right now they're being mounted on by magnets, so the strips will just sit like here and whatever on both sides. But I might go screws, like maybe thumb screws, and just drill holes and just put them in here instead. I'm not sure yet. I might just leave them the way they are. They kind of do fall off easy, so that's why I don't want to keep it that way. But for meanwhile, it's going to stay like that. Another mounted Corsair. I think these are the AF series, I think they're called. I don't recall. Anyways, they're the 120s, 2 up top, 1 in the back. That's the only fans I have in here. That's outtake. 2 up top are intakes. I have the HyperX 16 gig, or no, sorry, 8 gig in there. I did have a Vengeance, but I actually put that in my main rig. No, sorry, I gave it to my brother. Anyways, so I just stuck with those. They're low profiles. They were nice. I had a huge heat sink there before, so I needed low profile ones. But I think they look good. They're black, so custom sleeve these myself. And then these ones here, I just had whatever leftover I had. I just did a quick job on the 4-pin for the board, and these already came black. Because the side panel has the USB connectors and the power button, reset, the lights, whatever. So obviously getting rid of the panel, I don't have those buttons anymore. So for a while I was using just Wake on LAN through my phone, but it got kind of annoying. I'd get a call from my sister-in-law, hey, I gotta turn this thing on, whatever. So I was like, you know what, I better put a button in this thing, which I did. So I just ended up buying this button here on eBay, and mounted it back here. Just drilled a hole. Can't really see it, sorry. I'll get it powered up. There's that orange ring around, so it's in the back. You can't see it. You just put your hand behind it, and it will light up. There's also another button here. I'll peel that sticker off and get it cleaned up. I don't have any more glue gone. So don't mind that. I know it looks like shit, but I'll get rid of it. There's a few things here and there, so I mean, if you see little gaps and whatnot, I'll be taking care of all that. I'm just very excited about this build right now. I just want to get it done. By the way, the yellow around the border, I know you can buy them like that, but that I actually painted myself as well, just so I take some credit for it, right? So yeah, so the Recon is a touchscreen. We already talked about that. This is a piece of acrylic I just cut out. I printed off a logo, taped it on, and just spray paint over it, and just peeled the logo off. So yeah, it's not lit up or anything, but I think it would look kind of cool if I put a light back there eventually. Anyways, let's go on. Let's turn this thing on, and I'll show you guys a few more things. Alrighty, power's plugged in. Power button. Powers up. So I got the power LED on there. Powers up. It's orange. We got CPU lights. It's white. It matches the Recon. So I figured, you know, it'll look kind of cool. I also have the red, green, blue LEDs in here as well with a remote control. Got this off eBay for fairly cheap. Probably like 20 bucks in total with the remote and the connectors and the cable and the LEDs, all that stuff. So it's pretty cool. And that's what that little sensor is for there. I know there's ones you can buy for Wi-Fi, whatever. I don't want to go that advanced. I just want something quick. And I mean, I can control this from anywhere really, so sensor's not bad. So power on. So I just have it on random mode right now. Just bear with me, I'll close that door, make better light. And we're back, sorry about that. So right now I just have it set to white. The camera is, you know, making it look like shit. It actually looks a lot better in person, but that's okay. So anyways, to go on, I have 2 strips mounted up top on this side and the opposite side. And I also cut a little strip and I put just right here on the side of this, the side of that, the bay, reservoir I should say. They are white. I did just plastic dip it black. Hopefully it doesn't burn out. I know it will make it more hot, but whatever. If it burns out, I can just bring another one. It's not a big deal. Or I'll just buy. And by painting it, I mean this. You can't really see it, but the strip itself is white. So I just covered the lights themselves and painted the thing black, so it just doesn't look. Well, I guess it wouldn't look too dumb since the coolant is white. But anyways, so yeah, that's running, you know, through here down to the bottom. That's where the module is for it, for all the lights, and you can kind of see it up here. So I got to see, like, this is the little stuff I was talking about. Like, this bugs the hell out of me, so I just got to make that a bit better. But yeah, eventually I'll get it cleaned up. So anyway, so I was originally thinking I'm gonna keep this on, well, yellow. But yellow looks, I don't know, red or orange. Or green. Oh, sorry, this is it. It looks green. So honestly, the orange looks more yellow, which is probably what I'll stick with. A lot of people said, oh, white looks cool. I should say a lot of people. My brother or my sister-in-law say the yellow looks pretty cool. Or white, I should say. But yeah, I think I'm gonna stick with the orangey yellow for the time being. Maybe put another light underneath and retape this thing because it keeps falling. That 2-way tape is garbage, or I didn't clean it up well underneath. Just have a little decal sticker in there, the old school one, old school logo. So yeah, so you can make it, you know, dance around and flash and, you know, all that nonsense. It's pretty cool, I guess. Strobe and whatever. Anyways, so we'll get to the best part. Turn that off. Here's my favorite part, and I gotta give credit to my sister-in-law. She actually gave me this idea. So you know how Batman, when he's being called, they beam a light into the sky, and he comes to the light and talks to Commissioner Gordon and whatnot. Well, she said you should do that with the computer. You know, I figured, you know what? That would be really cool. So I went on eBay, and I know you can buy these, you know, courtesy lights for your car with custom logos and whatnot. And you know, it's 12 volt for the car, so I figured, I wonder if I can find any Batman ones. And surely enough, I found one. And actually, let me just turn this around when it's a bit darker. One sec. Okay, sorry about that. So what I was saying is, yeah, so I bought that custom logo, 12 volt projector thingy majiggy, and you know, I got it a couple days ago. I put it in. It looks like crap, so I'm not going to show you where it's mounted. It's mounted right underneath here on the inside. But I just have like a temporary setup, like with a zip tie right now. I'm going to mold something for it maybe eventually and make it look more professional. Anyways, so this button here that I was talking about earlier, if I flick that on, boom, we got a Batman logo. And I think that's really cool. I mean, it might be really, really nerdy of me, but I think it looks awesome. Being a fan of Batman my whole life, it was definitely my highlight of the build. I originally wanted to get mounted up top and have it facing up like the actual Batman, right? Like into the sky. But unfortunately, our house, like I'm in my kitchen right now, but our living room is the same thing. It has that popcorn, whatever, paint, and it looked stupid on there. So I was like, you know what? I'll just put it up towards the ground. I'm not going to have it turned on constantly because for some reason those lights get really, really hot too. So I definitely don't want to leave it going in case it burns out or it gets too hot or whatever. It was like $20, so it wasn't that much either. But yeah, so I figured I better put a button for it. Turn it off, turn it on whenever I want. So yeah, it's more of a showing off thing, to be honest with you. You know, people come over, be like, hey, look, boom, turn that on, right? You know, get into the ladies' pants on. I don't know. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have said that. My girlfriend's like, I don't like that very much. Anyways, so yeah, that's my build for the time being. Again, I gotta clean a few things up. Okay, maybe I'll show you where I have it mounted. It's just right there. And again, I have a little bit of foam to adjust it, but again, it's only being held up by a zip tie right now. You can't really see; it's really dark. But yeah, I think it looks pretty cool. But yeah, that's my build. Thanks for checking it out, and hopefully you enjoyed it. If you have any comments for me or any ideas or what I can do next or upgrade or improve on, give me a heads up. Again, those little things I mentioned, you know, the sticker in the back getting cleaned up, and you know, the little cables showing color or whatever, I'll have that all cleaned up eventually. Just like I said, I was very excited, just getting very anxious to get this thing going. So yeah, here it is. Thanks for watching, and hopefully you enjoyed. Thanks.